So here we are. We're on the Avenue Balboa now. On Sunday mornings, this part of the highway is closed off from about 6 o'clock in the morning until about noon, and people are free to ride their bikes, walk, rollerblade. Actually, motor vehicles are on here as well. I mean, like ATVs or things like their scooters, things like that as well. So here, like in the States, on biking paths, they hardly even let, there are a lot of rules around who can be on a biking path or what type of bike you can have. Like there's certain type of e-bikes even that are not allowed on biking paths. But here, I don't see those same type of constraints. So you do see many different types of bikes or vehicles on a path that's considered a biking path like this. So you can see with the cones that the highway is shut down on this side. It's not really clear rules about how to ride here as well, as you'll be able to see. So because it's families, and I also sometimes see kids trying to learn how to ride bikes here as well. So they do have a cool system of lots of places you can rent bikes on Sunday mornings too, and they have them out in this area. So, and I hear that is really reasonable, like maybe $4 or $5. That's what I've heard. So, great opportunity to come out. This is a tricky part of it right here, coming around the market. Because I also think the cones are not well spread out here as well, even for traffic. So I'm always a little hyper aware coming around the fish market area when we do this, even coming and going. And look at that, just didn't even look up, just walked across the street. So you do have to be hyper aware. But so this is actually on Sunday morning, so this road is closed. But if you look to the left there, you'll see that there's a perfectly good biking lane too. So you can easily ride on the biking lane as well, particularly during the week, which I kind of also like to do during the week because it's not nearly as much traffic as this that you have to pay attention to. So, but it's kind of cool since they have closed it down. So we're heading across the bridge now. This bridge goes around the Casa Viejo area. It's a long bridge. When I very first started riding here, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. So you're just not accustomed to riding on the road, first of all, anyway. So then I kind of had to get used to not looking for cars, understanding that, oh, okay, the road is closed off. However, you still need to be hyper vigilant for bikers doing weird stuff, and make sure you're not one of the bikers doing the weird stuff as well. So you see people are stopped here. Oftentimes, I don't know why, but this is the point that you'll see somebody that's gotten some medical attention going on, like maybe dehydrated. Today it's an interesting day in terms of this. It's overcast, so it's not a good day in terms of what I'd like to show you of the beauty of it, although it's still beautiful. So I still think you can see that. But it is a good day because the overcast helps with just the temperature and feeling better too, because Panama is usually quite sunny. So this trek, especially over the bridge, can be just sun beating down on you, which is why I think oftentimes we'll see people here that this is their stopping point for needing water, or but also people stop just to take pictures of this so beautiful right here. From the bridge you can see a beautiful view of the city, and so that's also why people just stop for selfies as well. So yes, bridge is quite long. You have a colorful building. There is the Bio Museum. That is a landmark in Panama City. We have not been in the museum yet, though we stop by often. But Bio Museum, one of the things that you should do when you come to Panama. the mountains in the background. When I ride this, it's just so beautiful. And I'm so glad to have my phone carrier fixed, so now this allows me to attach my phone to show you this. I've been wanting to do this day one since we got here, to show you this bike ride. I kind of toyed with waiting for a clearer day to show it to you, but I was just so excited to show it, so I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I love that selfie there. We have not stopped for selfies on the bridge before, but I'm going to show you. You'll know soon enough my favorite part of this whole trip, because every time we get to that point, I'm like, oh, we got to stop, and then we just glare and look at it. So we are out now. This is about 9 o'clock in the morning. Many people come out at 6 just to get it, not just to get the ride over with per se. Oh, look at this big crowd coming. They have like their own little special escort too. I have not seen that before. But today also I noticed that there's I guess it's a run or a walk going on as well. So yeah, you never know what's going to be happening. Because Panama loves celebrations, which, hey, you can't be mad at that. I love celebrations too. So it's always a good time. You see there are vendors along the way, especially stopping for water and stopping for like drinks along the way. They're always camped out. Always lots of security. I think they're just helping with traffic mainly, or if somebody does need some medical attention too. So now we are leaving like Cinta Costera, and we're heading toward the Amador Causeway now. And the Amador Causeway is where you start seeing like the mouth of the Panama Canal. That's where I think it starts getting just so stunning and picturesque. And this is also where one of my favorite parts of this trip is as well. So there's one more bridge to go over that's closed down for Sunday mornings. But I don't know if you saw on the left there's that biking path that I was talking about that you can take during the week. So on the Amador Causeway, the whole highway is not closed down, like the side of it's not closed down, but on going both directions, a lane is closed down. So you can either stay on the sidewalk, or you can get on the road and just stay in one of the lanes that is closed down. And we usually do both. We have a part that we ride the sidewalk on, and then we have a part that we ride the street on too. I kind of like both for different reasons though. Like the sidewalk just gives me a better view of all the beauty around. But it's cool to ride in the street while it's blocked off too. You see the sidewalk here, the red part is for walkers, and the white part that we're on is for cycling and rollerblading or anything like that. So the red is for runners also. You're starting to see the causeway and how beautiful it is. It's got the water from the Pacific Ocean on both sides. Now we've transitioned into the lane now. And it's really not bad riding the lane on the Amador Causeway, because it's really not that much traffic, especially on Sunday morning. So I don't feel threatened at all. I feel very safe. And most of the drivers are aware of what's going on Sunday morning, so they are very, they're paying attention to the drivers, to the bikers, so that is helpful. But I have been doing this for about 2 months now. I can recall in the beginning not feeling so confident about it, but now I'm very relaxed doing it. Look, don't miss the view. Don't miss that view, right? Mountains and the water and just the palm trees, and it's so clean and pristine, right? They keep it so nice. They keep the area so nice. Look at fishing area to the right there. You're not really seeing it as much now, but you'll see it shortly. Is the mouth of the canal, and you can start seeing the boats or ships, cargo ships, trying to go through the Panama Canal. And this would be from the Pacific side. So yes, lots of riders, right? And this is later, so actually earlier in the morning. I think that's what I was going to start saying earlier. A lot of people ride earlier just to beat the heat primarily. So we're starting to get up earlier and earlier. We're not morning people like that generally, not as early as people start moving in Panama. Look at these palm trees, you can see the flags. Everything is so well manicured. All part of a beautiful, beautiful experience. And like I said earlier, the bikes you can rent. They have several stations throughout this ride where they bring their bikes out to be rented. So you can just come to this area a Sunday morning and rent a bike to take this bike ride. Like I said, I haven't checked for sure, but I've heard that they're about $5, $6, something like that. Very reasonable. But you recall, these are our personal bikes that we have brought from the United States, and we brought them as checked bags because the bikes fold. We brought them with us, and they survived the trip. Yay, I'm so glad we did too. It really does add to the things that we love to do, and then we can do them here in Panama. Craig is stopping to pick up that cone. Oh, so I'm taking the lead. So much funny stuff happens too along the way. This is the Amador Causeway now, so there's water on both sides. There are statues of Jimmy Carter. I think we may have passed that already. But today is also our anniversary, our 34-year anniversary. So this is part of what we're doing today. Part of what we're doing. Although we do usually try to get this in every Sunday morning. So shortly we're going to be approaching the end of the causeway here. This is like I call this restaurant row of the Commodore. So they have a bike shop here. One of our favorite restaurants, Sabroja is here. I've done videos on that, so check it out. It's right on up here to the left, Sabroja restaurant. So this is the very end of the causeway, the Amador Causeway here. And this is, it's like a port. It actually has like duty-free shopping here as well. And here you can get, or a marina, you could say as well. But you can take the ferry boat here to get to Tobago Island. And I think a lot of the catamarans leave from here. So it's a very touristy spot. There's some restaurants. And there's a hotel here as well. But this is the end here. So we usually like to, when we get to this point, we like to ride through here. There's always something going on. People that are about to get on the ferry to go to Tobago Island. Tobago Island is, we haven't been yet, but they have a beach there. So people usually will take the ferry over, spend the day there. Here there's a cute city over there to kind of explore, and they have a beach area. And then usually people take a day trip and they ride the ferry back. So we look forward to doing that. Yes. So you see the marina, all the yachts and lots of cool stuff going on. So you're right there at the duty-free shopping. There is like a food court in there as well. Here's one of the ferries, the Express we're taking, and they're like maybe they're on a schedule that they go several times, maybe like on the hour there and back or something like that, something along those lines. Yep. I think it's about $25 each way from what I've read. Look it up. Very good day trip. Something to do when you are visiting Panama or as an expat. All right, so we're going to head back now, and boy, really this is some of the most beautiful parts. One of my favorite parts is the ride back. We're going this is all right, this is it. My favorite stretch right here, the mouth of the Panama Canal. So we're actually going to stop. This is one of our stopping points. We stop here each time, and this is where we should stop and gawk. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. By this time, our bottoms need a break too, so it's just, we usually stop for water. It's a great time. And now, like on this part, you can start seeing like swimmers, yeah, and people doing jet skis and lots of activities going on in this part of the bay. Hi, this is us. This is us. I'm so happy to share this with you today. This is just the beauty of Panama. This is, as you know, I think I tell you this every video when I get to this point, that this is where I fell in love with Panama. And every time I get back here, it's just renewed. So beautiful. I tell you, it's our anniversary today. We don't normally stop to eat along this way, but today we have decided to stop and have brunch at this restaurant along the way. Oh man, I'm shaking my head now because that was some good eating, some good Panamanian eating food. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Now, this is another part of my favorite part of this trip is now you get to see the beautiful skyline as you're riding back into the city. This is the same bridge that on the left side, you can't see it, but it circles around the Casa Viejo area, which is Old Town. So on the left, you have Old Town. On the right, you have this beautiful skyline, Panama City skyline, surrounded by just the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Oh, so breathtaking. You just can't capture the beauty of it all. But I'm willing to keep trying. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So we're getting close to home, circling back around. This is the fish market here. And this is again the place that I said is very tricky, so you have to be very careful. So people just walking across, and there's cars, and then there's bikes. So this is the place to be very, very careful. See, we do wear our helmets. It's not a requirement by law or anything that you have to, but we do wear our helmets. Yep, just to be careful. And now we're back Cinta Costera. And like we're on the road of it, but so we're not actually on this where like the biking lanes and the walking lane is. This is one of the best areas in town that I know of to see the sunset. We play pickleball in this area, and oftentimes on our way back home is right around sunset, and it's just breathtaking from this park. This is near Punta Pacifica area, at the other end of Cinta Costera. And this park, and you'll see people accumulating here just to see the sunset as well. I think it's kind of a well-kept secret though. I've let the cat out of the bag. Right, so the sunset's just over all the skyline, over the water. So beautiful. Yes, so yep, we are heading back home now. So now we're actually on Cinta Costera. Yeah, so you see this blue wall that is like the barrier. There's rocks on the other side of this, and there are, I know, the raccoon families that live within the rocks, because around dawn they start coming out. You start seeing families of raccoons. They're very, I guess you call them friendly. They're not afraid of people. So. Sunday morning and a part of the Avenue Balboa was not shut down, we would have to cross two of these overpasses. So right now we just have the one to cross over to take us back to like Park Eureka. Sometimes this bridge walkway can be a little crowded, and you have to be really careful crossing. Today is not bad. But back at Park Eureka, like I said, especially Sunday mornings, on the weekends, there's always stuff going on here. We see something is going on here today, so we are going to check it out. Today it looks like it's some type of event for people with pets, because there are lots of dogs out here. Maybe safe, maybe like health checks for the dogs or something. I'm not quite sure, but lots of people out, dog owners out. Well, thanks for coming along with us. I hope you enjoyed our ride. Be blessed.